is yours MMA related? Because mine's totally not.
Mine is MMA related.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. UFC's favorite living troll, Colby Covington.
Oh God, go on.
Yeah, he tweeted out, well, two things regarding Colby Covington. Number one, I guess they came up with a judgment regarding the
$600.
Yeah.
That's what Verdum got fined for throwing the boomerang at Colby Covington. And I just want to say one thing. God bless Australia, because that's what should happen.
Yeah.
Because, I hate to say, but I fear that in this country, had a high-level UFC guy throw a boomerang at another person's head, it would go on for a long, long time, and there would be a ton of money involved, and it'd cost a ton of money in legal fees, and it would drag on and all the rest of it. Australia, they went, yeah, all right, whatever. Couple of knuckleheads, the dickheads. One of them threw a boomerang, whatever. Give him $600 and shut the hell up. Bearing in mind that Aussie dollar to Australian dollar is almost 2 to 1, so it's almost like $300. So it's not a lot of cash, which I think, by the way, there wasn't any real injuries. I think it was the correct move.
Yeah, I got no problem with it. It was fine,
I think it's perfect. I think it's great. I think good for them, and I think that's a shining light to a lot of other legal systems around the world. Now, of course, you shouldn't be assaulting people, but keep it in context. Keep it in context. It's two guys that choose to fight in a cage for a living. No one got hurt. There wasn't even any injuries. There was no cuts. There was no stitches. There was no ambulance. They caused a little ruckus. They caused a little scene. One guy got fined $600. There you go. Bish, bash, bosh. That's how it should be done.
Well, the other thing with Colby is he tweeted out. I actually retweeted
something
this
about Dos Anjos, right?
No. He might have tweeted that out too, but he tweeted out. And this is spoiler alert, guys. Everyone who hasn't seen the Star Wars movie yet, fucking don't listen, because I'm about to tell you what Colby Covington did.
Yeah, no, I saw that. Yeah, and I haven't seen it, but I do know what happened because there's a movie producer in England, and I'm going to shame him, called Terry Stone, and I worked with him on a movie called Plastic. And he's an actor, and he's a producer, as I said. And he showed this thing on Facebook last night, and it's a woman like cutting up with a top. I mean, she's got ample breasts, and they're popping out already. And she cuts up with the top with the scissors, and she's just about to and let those bad boys fly out. And it cuts to him, and he says, "Yeah, spoiler alert, the new Star Wars movie." And then he goes on to say all these spoilers. And I showed it to Callum, who came back from the movies last night watching Star Wars. And I said, hey, look at this. Are these the actual spoilers or not? Or is he just having a laugh? And he said, yeah, they are the spoilers. So, Terry, if you're listening, which I highly doubt it, you're a knobhead.
A what?
A knobhead.
A knobhead. All right, cut it. I didn't know what you said, and you really got a kick out of it.
You're a knobhead. Yeah, but that's it. I mean, that's a friendly insult. That's an English insult for you. Call someone a knobhead. It's like, it's not too bad. I like Terry. He's a good bloke. But he spoiled the movie. So therefore, you're a knobhead. But go on, Colby.
Colby tweeted out, Luke Skywalker dies. Saved you nerds 2 hours and 33 minutes of your virgin lives. You're welcome. Try something new. It's ladies' night. Get laid. Hashtag Star Wars. Hashtag Last Jedi. Hashtag my haters are all virgins.
Yeah, no, I saw that. I did see that.
Cool
it's a big move, though, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Is it? You think it's trying too hard and shitty?
What do you think?
I think it's kind of funny.
It's hilarious.
I think it's kind of funny. Look, here's the thing.
It is kind of funny, but it's also a dick move.
Yes.
I mean, a lot of people. It's just he's perpetuating this myth now, and he's becoming a little try hard. I mean, yeah, is he that much of a dick? Does he want to get that much abuse? Does he want to get booed that much? Does he want to get cut on the first possibility? I mean, I'm hearing rumors that him and Tyron Woodley are going to coach the next Ultimate Fighter. If that's the case, and I guess it's kind of worked and paid off for him. But I don't know how old he is, but maybe, maturity is a great thing. As you get older, everyone grows up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, look, here's the thing. I think that there's a lot of room for a lot of personalities in MMA. And I think that you need people that are at the very least trying to make it interesting. And I think he's missed the mark a few times with certain things that he's done. But I also think that he's getting people to talk about him. We talked about him a decent amount on this show. Other people are talking about him. He's sort of trolling, everyone, whether you're fans of his or not. He's sort of trolling the media. And
He's not trolling anyone there. He's just literally spoiling Star Wars for millions of people around the world that have been waiting eagerly for this next installment of the acclaimed movie franchise.
Well, I mean, look, I don't think he really cares about spoiling the movie. I think that he knows by doing that, people are going to talk about either what a dick he is or how hilarious he is. And I think that that's, trolling in its purest form. He's just looking to get a reaction out of people.
Yeah, you're right.
No emotional connection to it. It's just
he's doing it for the sake of it. That's just doing it for the sake of it. Do you know what I mean? Colby's just, and I'm not trying to hate on him. I've never met him. He might be a really good guy, but he's just doing that for the sake of it, and that's for the sake of attention, for the sake of people talking about him. How about you keep it in your sphere? You talk about MMA, you go out there, you do your talking with your fist, or you talk about your opponent or what's coming up next. Don't just start trying to be a dick for the sake of being a dick. And, that might sound rich coming from me, because I've certainly been a dick for the sake of being a dick sometimes. But, I try not to too much. But that's got nothing to do with MMA. That's just taking to Twitter on a Saturday night or a Sunday night, whenever it was, and just trying to be an asshole and trying to get people against you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but look, once again, dude, you just said it yourself. He might be coaching the next season of The Ultimate Fighter. If people are talking about him, he's getting.
I don't think that it didn't hang in the balance on whether or not he tweeted about Star Wars. I think that was already, if it is happening, I think that was already well in the way to him talking about Kylo Ren.
Yeah, but I got to be honest with you. I think it's all because he's the type of guy that would tweet out the spoiler to Star Wars.
You're right. Callum, how do you feel about people talking about Star Wars spoilers? Callum says it's terrible. And Callum says he is a finely balanced young man. This isn't coming from me that's been punched in the head a million times. This is from a grade A specimen, a finely balanced young man. And he says, what is it, Callum? Terrible.
And that was another edition of Dad, You Got It Wrong with Callum Bisping.
Exactly. Anyway, I'm done with Colby Covington. I'm done with talking. In fact, I'm not done with talking about Star Wars. I am a big Star Wars fan. I'm looking forward to this new one. Daz Morris, Thai boxing coach from Manchester, he told me that the latest installment, by the way, and of course the franchise is now owned by the Disney Corporation, he said it's good, but it's very Disney. And I'm like, oh, crap, they didn't do that, did they? They didn't kidify it, for want of a better word. And he said, yeah, totally Disney. But Callum went to watch it and he said it isn't Disney. So I'm very much looking forward to that. I've made some changes or restrictions to my diet lately, Lewis.
Yeah?
I don't know what they are. One thing in particular, I'm trying to eradicate pork from my diet.
No more pork.
No more pork.
Why not?
Well, I would never dream of eating dog. You know what I mean? Never dream of eating dog, because dogs are intelligent animals. They have personality. All dogs are different. And, of course, they eat dogs in places like Korea and possibly still in some parts of China as well. And you think that's just terrible, don't you? But then with social media and the internet and all this wealth of information at your fingertips, you learn things without experiencing them. Like, I don't go down to a farm and socialize with a bunch of pigs. But it turns out that pigs are very, very intelligent animals, and apparently on par with a dog. And all pigs, well, many pigs have many, many different types of personality and this and that. And then I started investigating this, and the more I investigated it, it turned out more to be true. And if that is true, then really, I think there's enough other food sources in the world without eating pigs. If they're as intelligent as a dog, and they have souls and feelings and personalities and this and that, then fuck it, we'll kill the cows. We'll stick to cows instead. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying, Lewis? How do you feel about that?
Well, no, you could have just said you're gay now. I didn't realize that.
I'm half vegan.
I didn't realize that you're fucking.
Now, of course, like any typical vegan, I've got to talk about it. No, I'm not vegan at all. But just hearing all that about the cows, I feel sorry for them. And I don't think, if that is true, and whilst they are an abundant food source, because they are a large animal and we do get a lot of good things out of pigs, and God knows I love a good pork sausage. And as I say, I'm trying, Christmas Day, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have the pigs in blankets, sausages wrapped in bacon, simply because I'm a man of tradition. But I am aware of this, and I'm trying to eliminate my pork intake.